Hi and welcome to my channel. So if you're an overseas worker in the UK, your life depends on that visa sponsorship. If you're out of this amazing country and you want to move to the UK, your being in this country also depends on that visa sponsorship, which means that you need to guard it, you need to kind of safeguard it, you need to do everything, legal that you need to do in order to get the sponsorship. Why am I talking about this? Is because I keep seeing people who are saying, "Oh, Melvis, my visa is expiring in 2 weeks' time and I really need visa sponsorship urgently." And I'm like, if it's expiring in 2 weeks' time, how is it that you haven't done anything till now? What has happened? And then people are like, well, I was promised visa sponsorship, but then they kind of failed me last minute and I was already settled thinking I was sorted. Look, I'm doing this video to tell you there is no such thing as promising visa sponsorship. As a candidate, you have your interest at heart. You always have to be working for your interest. Look, as an employer, the employer or the manager has the interest of the company. That's how it works. But you as an employee, you as an applicant, you that is looking for a job, better still visa sponsorship, you need to have, yes, the interest of the company, but you've also got your own interest at heart. So please do not rely on employers and their promises, because you're going to end up really, really disappointed. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're very much welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time. I hope that you're finding these videos helpful. And please, if there's anything that you need more information about, leave that in the comment section below and I'll be able to do a video on that to provide you with that information that you need, that you expect, that is going to help you in order to keep growing, succeeding, excelling, and achieving your goals when it comes to moving to the UK or progressing in this amazing, beautiful country. So if you haven't joined the family, by the way, do hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day. Yes, I dedicate my time to dropping a new video on YouTube every single day to make sure that you're not only aware of the best opportunities that the UK has to offer, but that you're also putting yourself forward and succeeding and getting those opportunities rather than just watching a video and then moving on. So I have a newsletter where I drop that information directly to your inbox so that you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm, that is like a yo-yo, by the way, deciding what should you see, what should you not see. So I've dropped a link to my newsletter in the comment section below. Check that out. Do join. It won't take you 20 seconds. You drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter. You're also going to find my contact details on there. So there's my WhatsApp number that you can see on there. There's also my email address if you prefer to email. If you prefer a call, I'm more than happy, with any medium that you're comfortable with. Because I understand that moving to the UK or just being in this country can be so incredibly amazing, but at the same time it can also be very stressful, especially if you don't have the right guidance, the right network, the right support that you need in order to succeed. So I'm more than happy if you contact me. If you've got any problems, obviously I'm more than happy obviously to listen to that, because I've been in this country for about 13 years now, and look, it's got the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about employers having to promise jobs. Look, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Because, there are people who are studying, on a student visa. If you're on a student visa in the UK, you need to be very careful, because if somebody wants to give you a visa sponsorship, they should. If they don't want to give you, they should say no and you move on. It shouldn't be a matter of, well, we're going to see what happens, in 2 years' time, but just keep working for us, or, well, I'm not really sure whether we'll do sponsorship, but we're going to see how it goes. Don't listen to that. Carry on applying for jobs. If you have your own interest at heart, which you should, your family's interest at heart, which you must, you should keep applying for jobs. Don't take any employer's word for it. If they haven't given you the certificate of sponsorship and a job offer, they've given you nothing. And I'm saying this because so many people are in this country with the pressure, that it brings when you're studying. You've got your family, you've got relatives back home, they're ringing you, they're asking for money, and you're just like on top of all of that heat. And then at the end of the day, you don't get sponsorship. It is very stressful. To avoid that, don't accept empty promises. It's like a proposal, a marriage proposal from somebody that that actually you can trust that person. You're not going to accept it, are you? By the way, if you're watching this and you're wondering who I am, so my name's Melvis. I currently work for the NHS as an advanced nurse practitioner. So, I'm passionate about all of these opportunities in the UK because I also started my own UK journey as a carer in a nursing home. I've done domiciliary care, I've done support work, I've done sleeping nights, I've done all sorts of jobs in this country, before progressing into nursing because I was like, look, I need to do more. I need to progress. I need to earn more money. I need more independence, and all of that. So I'm passionate about career progression, free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to this country or to switch your visa if you're already here. So I've got a private career coaching program where I offer support with all of this. If you check the description box below or the about section of this channel, you're going to see a link, to join my private coaching program. When you do join, which is only for people who are, I call it the top 1%, because these are people who are dedicated to their own personal and professional development. If you're somebody who wants to succeed and is willing to put in the effort, then that program is for you. But if you're like 99% of people who want to succeed, who want to excel, who want to have a lot of money, they want to be rich, they want to retire early, but they're not willing to put in any effort, then keep watching the YouTube videos, video after video after video with zero implementation. That's not good for you. And if you're watching my videos, then obviously you're somebody who is keen on implementing, you're keen on that career progression, you're keen on your personal improvement. So I'll expect that you're going to implement what I'm talking about. So please do leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I will implement this, so that I can hold you for that, so that you're going to give me your word that I'm not doing these videos in vain, but you're going to be doing something about this information that you're getting, because it is so crucial and it is something that it isn't spoken about enough, but it should. So my coaching program, we have really like live sessions, we have one-to-one sessions. You have access to some of the best UK employers, that are currently recruiting with free visa sponsorship. Obviously, some of them offer so a relocation support depending on the job, depending on the location. If you're switching from the UK, that's amazing. You want to get into nursing, healthcare, clinical, non-clinical healthcare jobs. You're looking for apprenticeship opportunities to study, work at the same time with visa sponsorship, and your employer paying you for the privilege as well as paying for your tuition fees. Then again, I offer that personalized guidance with all of that, because not only is it going to save you a lot of money, but it is going to give you a way to earn and study, get a degree at the same time without paying any tuition fees. This is something that is powerful. And the reason is that in my coaching program, for example, I've got somebody who is studying nursing. She's being paid £27,000 per year to become a nurse. And I've got another person studying nursing and she's paying £20,000 per year to study. The only difference is that the person who is being paid had found my videos on YouTube, and then joined my coaching program, and I was able to support her to get that job. Meanwhile, the person who is paying £20,000 didn't know that there were other pathways that she could use. And so if you're watching this video right now, you've got that privilege of knowing that those opportunities exist. And so there's no reason why you're not taking those opportunities, obviously. So I'm hoping that you're not somebody who is just going to watch this video, do nothing. Doesn't matter if it's for your relatives, share with them. If it's for your kids, you know what I mean? Because it's your duty as a parent to support your kids, to guide them, to make sure that they are on the right track, on the best track, for them to excel, to succeed, and to progress more than you have. Because one thing, is that as a parent, you want your children to be better than how you've been. You want your children to have better opportunities than the ones that you've had. So it is your duty to make sure that they achieve that. You know what I mean? It is your duty to make sure they achieve that. So, like I was saying, there's no such thing as promises for visa sponsorship. They're either giving you visa sponsorship or not, which means if you need visa sponsorship, keep applying for jobs. If you have to leave that employer, the earlier you leave, the better. Focus on people that have what you want. Don't focus your energy working for people that are not willing to give you what you need, because by the time your visa's got 2 months left, it's going to be very, very stressful and very difficult. I'm saying this because many people come to me at this stage and it is stressful for all of us. Yes, I will still support you with that process, but it is not an easy journey. If you come much earlier on in the journey, you've got better opportunities, because some opportunities take longer to apply, you know what I mean? And so you're doing that gracefully without all the added pressure of not knowing whether your family is going to stay in the UK the next day. Are they going to be deported? You know, what's going to happen? Is the law going to change? You don't want that, because the UK government is like a yo-yo. Before you know it, they're changing laws and rules like, you know, it's no man's business. So you need to always take advantage of the current situation by ensuring that you know what the rules are, which I always share on this channel, and that you're making the most of the best opportunities. And that's why I'm very passionate about doing these videos, so that you're aware of these opportunities. You know, I share apprenticeships here, how to apply, you know, what is expected, requirements, and all of that. UK opportunities, working for the NHS. You know, I've worked for the NHS for 11 years myself. You know, incredible opportunities, career progression pathways. There's so much more you can do. Earn a lot of money, work less. That's the dream. That's the dream. That's why we're here. So please, if you're out of the UK, it's the same thing. Empty promises, no. If they're not giving you visa sponsorship, you're moving on and applying for jobs with other employers, because that's what you should do as a candidate. Safeguard yourself and your family. Don't go and rely on employers that are not going to keep their word, but they're just looking to use you to work for them, yet they're not going to give you what you want, and they know that. So what do you think about these, you know, things that we're talking about? You know, what is your situation right now? Are you currently in the UK? You know, where do you work? You know, have you got any challenges? Do leave that in the comment section below. But if you need to contact me privately, like I've said, do check the comment section. You're going to see my newsletter, which you can join. You drop your name and email, you're part of it. Or you're also going to find my contact details. That is my, you know, contact number, my email address, or drop any comments in the comment section below. I'm going to be, you know, in the comment section for the next 2 hours, just to make sure I'm answering any questions. I'm interacting with yourself, you know, so that, you know, if you've got any concerns, any queries, then I can answer that, because I understand how heated some of these things can be. And if you're in this position, where you need visa sponsorship, it can be a very stressful journey to go through. And I empathize with that, because I've been in that situation. And so you need to know that there's a lot of support out there. The earlier you start, the better. That's the key. The earlier you start applying for these jobs, the better for you. Don't leave it till last minute with empty promises from people that don't have what you want. Focus on applying for those opportunities, and do not despair even when you get those unfortunate emails. They should empower you to keep improving on your application, improving on your interview skills until you get what you want, because that's the only option really, you know. So again, do share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so they're aware of this information, these opportunities, and they can make sure that they're safeguarding themselves. Also, check out this other video that I've linked up here, especially for you, with more opportunities in the UK and what you can expect from this amazing country in order to succeed, excel, thrive. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button right now. I'll see you in this video here.